I got this feeling inside my brains. It goes electric wavy when I make them A's. All through 4th grade, all through my school, we're flying up no ceiling when we're in our zone. I've got that sunshine in my pocket, looking forward to a good day. I feel I can do everything when I try. I can't stop myself from learning, moving up academically. Room unlock the way we rock it, so don't stop.
Hello and welcome to another day of math class. So today we're going to get started with 4.8c. It seems like we've been on this tick forever, and that is because we're finally going to be doing money using addition, subtraction, and multiplication, okay? So this is a real good one. So today what I am going to learn is how to use money in the real world, okay? So I can estimate and solve real world problems involving the measurement concept, because using money is a measurement, right? It's still a tool to measure how much does something cost, okay? And then I'll know I have it when I can determine if I am adding or subtracting money, correctly identify the coins and their value, and set up a strategy where I can solve my own money problems, okay? But before we get started, let's go ahead and watch our video for today.
Hey there, it's Kaylee. This video is on adding and subtracting money. Are you ready? Let's get started. Have you already learned how to add and subtract with decimals? Then I have good news for you. Adding and subtracting money is the exact same thing. Remember from the lessons on counting money, whenever our coins, or the numbers after the decimal, add up to 100, we've earned another dollar. So here, the 100th place, we store our pennies and nickels. And here in the 10th place, we store our dimes and quarters. And in the ones place, we store our $1 and $5 bills. And in the tens place, we store our $10, $20, and $50 bills. Let's do some examples of adding and subtracting money together. So here our problem says, how much is 34 cents plus $2.62? So we have 0.34 cents plus $2.62. I can add my dollar signs in here. So now I'm just adding like normal decimals. So 4 plus 2, I have 6. 6 plus 3 gives me 9. I move my decimal point down, and then 2 plus $0 is $2. So my total would come to $2.96, which is right there. Nice work. Let's try a subtraction one. So this time my question says, how much is $9.21 minus $4.75? So I'll write $9.21 minus $4.75. So remember, when we subtract money, it's just like subtracting a normal decimal problem. So I have 1 minus 5, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to borrow. So I take 1 away from there. I add my 10 here. So I have 11 minus 5 is 6. But now I have 1 minus 7, so I need to borrow again. If I go over to my ones place, this is going to turn into an 8. I'm taking it 10 over here. So now I have 11 minus 7, which comes to 4. I bring my decimal straight down, and I have $8 minus $4, which leaves me $4. I bring down my unit sign, and my total comes to $4.46, which is right there. So great job, and now you get to practice what you've learned by doing the online games and quizzes, and remember to always be clever.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and look at our lesson for today. So before we do the real lesson, let's look at why I need to know this, okay? Why? First of all, you want money because you want to buy stuff, okay? One, because that helps our economy and that's what helps create jobs. Okay, so spend money to make money is real. Secondly, because you want stuff, you want that candy bar, you want that toy, you want that video game, you want whatever you want is it that you want, right? Okay, so we use money nearly every day. Okay, I get paid to teach, I pay my bills, okay, I pay my car payment, I pay rent to live here. Money is used to buy goods and services. A good is a consumable product like a toy or food. A service is something that is done for us in exchange for money, like mowing a lawn or getting a computer fixed. So for an example, if you pay someone to cut your hair, that's a service. Okay, if you buy food, that's a good. Okay, let's get the difference. Okay, so what are some examples of goods and what are some examples of services? So give me some examples of goods. Buying food, toys, buying video games, buying a car, buying a house, that's a good. Buying a cell phone, buying an iPad, buying anything like that, right? What are some examples of a service? Getting your hair cut, getting getting your nails done. What else? When somebody fixes something for you, when you pay somebody to pay something to fix it, stuff like that. Yeah, good. Okay, we also use money to pay fixed or variable expenses such as electricity and phone bills. A fixed expense is an expense that never changes. It will always be the same price. A variable expense is an expense that will vary or change. Okay, for an example, like my phone bill is always going to be $35 because I have the unlimited call, text, internet. $35 no matter what. But my electricity bill is gonna vary. It's gonna be, maybe some days I'm gonna use more electricity, some days I'm not gonna use electricity, so it just depends. It's gonna change, okay? What are some examples of fixed expense and what are some examples of variable expenses? Fixed expense means it's not gonna change, variable means it's going to depend, okay? Alright, good. So now let's get into some vocabulary. Okay, I hope y'all can see me now. Okay. Goods, okay, materials that satisfy humans' wants, for example, is to consume, making a purchase, or satisfying product. A good is something you can touch and is often consumable. So for an example here, toys, food, those are goods, okay? Services, a transaction in which no physical good or transferred from the seller to the buyer. The result it produces may be a material good depending on the service. For an example, a construction service may produce a material good, but a mowing lawn service may not. So this is something that you pay somebody to do it for you. Mowing the lawn, getting your hair cut, fixing the car, oof, service. Let's go ahead and get into our mini lesson. So here are these are what coins look like in real life. There can be different variations of some coins which are considered collectibles, but they hold the same spending value. Okay, so we have 4 types of coins. A quarter, and this is what a quarter looks like, and it's worth 25 cents. We have a dime. This is what a dime looks like, and it's worth 10 cents. And this is what a nickel looks like, and it's worth 5 cents. And this is what a penny looks like, and it's worth 1 penny. Okay, and it goes from the biggest value to the smallest value. Okay, and if we're looking from dollar to pennies, $1 equals 100 pennies. 20 nickels, 20 of these equals $1. 10 of these equals $1, and 4 coins, 4 of these equals $1. Sometimes you may see coins represented in other forms, but they will look similar to their real life representation. Can you identify which coins are which below? So what is this? What is this? What is this? And what is this? Good. This is a quarter. What is this? Good. A dime. What is this? Nickel. Good. And what is this? Penny. Good. How much is this? Good. 25 cents. How much is this? Good. 10 cents. How much is this? Good. 5 cents. And then how much is this? Good. 1 cent. Good job. Quarter, dime, nickel, and penny. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at our mini lesson. So when adding and subtracting money, we can treat them as we would any decimal number. We line up our decimals before we add or subtract, and we make sure that our largest sum of money is on the top before subtracting. If a sum of money does not have a decimal, it means that it does not have any cents, only whole dollars. We can add in the decimal behind the dollar amount and add 2 zeros to represent 0 cents. Okay, let's go ahead and look at our video on how to do that.
Hey mathematicians, it's JP from Geeky Teachy. Today we're going to do a quick video about adding and subtracting money. When we're adding and subtracting money, we treat those values as we would any decimal number. We're still going to line up our decimals before we add and subtract, and we're also going to make sure that our largest sum of money is on top before we subtract. So before we get started, let's go ahead and rotate our paper 90 degrees so that our lines are vertical. We're going to use these columns to line up our place values and make sure that our decimals are lined up before adding or subtracting. So let's say that you get $10 for your birthday. You want to go to the store and buy a book that costs $4.98. You want to know how much money you're going to have left over after you purchase that book. Notice that our $10 does not have a decimal point. If a sum of money does not have a decimal, it means that it does not have any cents, only whole dollars. But we can add in that decimal behind the dollar amount and then add 2 zeros to represent 0 cents. Because 0 in math means we have nothing. So if we have no cents, we're just going to put those zeros right in there. So we're going to take our largest sum of money. This is what we're starting with. And then what we're spending is that $4.98. So when I'm spending money, I'm losing that money. It's going away. So I'm going to need to subtract that from what I started with. So we're going to make sure that we line up our decimals. I'm going to put that $4.98 underneath. And then we're just going to subtract like we normally would, making sure to drop down that decimal place and making sure that our place values are lined up. So I can't subtract 8 from 0, so I need to go all the way across and borrow from the 1 because I can't borrow from any of these zeros. So my 1 is going to become a 0. Now this becomes 10. Now that I've borrowed, I can borrow from that 10, making it a 9. This becomes 10. I still need to borrow for my hundredths place, so that's going to become a 9. Now I have a 10 in the hundredths place. So 10 minus 8 will leave me with 2. 9 minus 9 is 0. We already dropped down our decimal. 9 minus 4 is 5. And then I have a 0 in the tens place, leaving me with $5.02. So we can check that by adding up the money that I was left with and the money that I spent and adding those two values together, and I should end up with what I started with. So 2 plus 8 is going to give me 10. Since I can only have one digit in a place value, I'm going to carry my 1 to the next place. 1 plus 9 is 10. Again, I can only have one digit in a place, so I'm going to carry that 1, drop down my decimal, and add my 1's place. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 1 is going to give me 10. I can't have 2 digits in a place value, so I would carry that 1. Since I have nothing left to add, I'll go ahead and drop it down, add in my $sign, and now we're adding and subtracting decimals.
All right, that's going to be it for today's lesson. We're going to continue with part 2 tomorrow, okay? So be ready for tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.